Hello everyone and welcome to Smells Like Teen Angst. I'm Sarah and today we are going to talk about Mean Girls, the musical. Mean Girls, the musical is based off of the iconic teen comedy Mean Girls. This movie came out in the height of the Lindsay Lohan craze. Rachel McAdams was just making a name for herself. Lacey Chabert was like coming off of Party of Five and trying to figure out what she's doing with her career. And Amanda Seyfried was not a household name. The film was written by Tina Fey and it is iconic. I have to say it is a nearly perfect, actually probably perfect teen comedy.
Move. Hey, PG-13 please.
So when a musical was coming to Broadway, it really wasn't that far-fetched. The story revolves around a girl from Kenya named Cady Heron, who comes to the Americas for the first time in order to go to high school. There she makes friends with Janice and Damien, two outsiders. And this is also back when high school very much had cliques. Like, I haven't been in high school in a minute. I'm sure those still exist in some capacity. But the number one clique at this high school are the Plastics, made up of Regina, Gretchen, and Karen. And Regina George is the queen bee.
Get in, loser.
Welcome, Cady.
You're never gonna believe what I found this morning.
Your burn book.
Mom, go make snacks.
For sure, Regina, yeah.
So I'm going to talk about this and it might be kind of spoilery because there's a handful of changes that I think are really smart, but I'm not going to spoil everything. I mean, if you've seen the movie or you've seen the musical, it's really not that, is it spoiling? Now, I saw the musical here in Los Angeles at the Pantages when it was on tour, and I'm going to be honest, I absolutely hated it. I know. I honestly felt like after Act 1 I could have left and not been upset, but I spent way too much money and I was gonna go along for this terrible ride. So when I saw that they were doing a movie adaptation, my bar was very much on the ground. And I was hoping that there would be some changes. I hoped there would be some movie magic. And then hearing that Reneé Rapp was coming back to play Regina George, I felt like, ooh, maybe with such an incredible singer, I will like this music. I'm just gonna let you know the music is still terrible, in my opinion. That said, there is a lot to really like about the Mean Girls musical. I think that they update it for a modern audience and a modern generation really, really well. There's a lot of use of social media, TikTok, Instagram, which is a different way of bullying that happens now that didn't happen when Mean Girls first came out. There's the use of digital media in order to spread the burn book, which I think is really smart. At first when I saw she wasn't tossing papers, I was like, oh, but then I was like, no, this actually makes way more sense now than it does for her to throw a bunch of papers around. And I think it spreads like wildfire in a much better way for a modern audience. A lot of the jokes are updated. They are much more highbrow than lowbrow. Some I think hit really well, others I kind of miss. There are a couple of storyline changes that are mostly for the background, and I personally think that's great because I do not love a teacher-student trope, and so the whole thing about the two foreign exchange students and the coach is gone. And I think that was a really great move, super smart. If you miss it and you're mad about it, it's in the original movie, watch it there.
My name is Regina George.
I think Reneé Rapp as Regina George is stellar. I know that she was her on Broadway, and she plays one of my favorite characters on Sex Lives of College Girls. But she approaches Regina in a very different way than Rachel McAdams does. And sometimes when you don't see a character you know like extremely well come to life in a way that you know, it can be jarring. But I actually found her to be a very modern Mean Girl. And the moment when things change, when Regina is cast out, in the original movie, I did not feel bad for Rachel McAdams. I was like, that bitch deserves everything coming to her. And somehow, Reneé made me feel bad. I'm like, why am I feeling horrible for this woman? And it's because Regina George, the way that they portray a lot of the things that happen to her and happen to everyone in this film is Regina is a lot more surface level, except for when it comes to Gretchen. You know, Gretchen is a lot of internal struggle. But when it comes to everyone else around her, it is very surface level. And then when these people come for her, when Cady and friends come for her, it is like soul crushing, and it really destroys her as a human. And it hits on a different level than I think the original movie did. And Reneé does an incredible job with this portrayal. Auli'i Cravalho, Luana, I think is a great Janice. Her voice is incredible. I'm really glad that they got two great singers to sing these songs because they are big and high and important. And they needed two great actors with great voices, and they did that with the two of them. Everyone else, I think, serves their purpose and does a lovely job at moving the story along and playing the characters that they play. And I also appreciate that they let Chris Briney's Aaron Samuels kind of stay a side story, where in the stage musical he does get songs, he sings with Cady, and in this he doesn't. So spoiler alert, Aaron Samuels doesn't sing. So anyone who was worried about that, you're welcome.
All we've done is make Regina hotter and revive the wet look.
Dance break.
One of the complaints I've been seeing on TikTok is costuming from the trailer, and you guys, I have to agree, whoever did the wardrobe styling for this, ooh, it's bad. It is so bad. Regina George is a queen bee. She's also rich, who lives in a mansion and wears expensive clothes to high school. The most expensive she ever looked was her opening leather outfit, and that was amazing. I don't know what that pink atrociousness is that is in the trailer, and then the wardrobe just kind of gets worse from there. My other thing is, while they got incredible singers to do these songs and play these roles, I just don't like the music. I think the music's really bad. It's not catchy to me, and I was truly hoping that the movie would make me like this musical, and it really just didn't. It just didn't. Everything about the Mean Girls musical movie, when it comes to the technical side of things, is great. I think the direction's wonderful, the choreography's fun, a lot of the transitions are great. Like Revenge Party is such a fun number, but the song is bad. And I think that if you like the movie, like I do, I love this movie, I love the Mean Girls movie, then you will still enjoy watching the movie musical. If you love the musical, you're gonna love this movie. And if you love both, you're gonna love everything. If you're like me and you love the movie and did not like the musical, then it's okay. You're still gonna have a good time. You're still gonna laugh because there's still original moments that are so funny and they stand out. And there's a couple of new moments that are also hilarious. The comedy is still there. The songs are just atrocious. Overall, I had a good time. Would I watch it again? Probably not. I'll just stick to the original one, and it's really only because I don't like the music. I just want the music to be better. But you go, you have fun. If you love this musical, you're gonna have a great time.
Look at this thing. I can't even see it.
Like a face breast.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm Sarah. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think about Mean Girls the musical. Are you excited for it? Did you see it? Do you love it? Have you seen the stage musical? I need to know what you think. What are your thoughts, expectations going into this, and your thoughts after seeing it? And then ring that bell so you don't miss out on any more angsty videos. Bye.